Good morning, y'all. Welcome. It is Friday, right? I want to give God all the glory and all the praise for waking me up this morning. I got my beautiful wife beside me
Good
this morning.
morning. Let's
Did
get
I
it.
did I have you yesterday? No,
No, I had something
didn't
to
have you
do.
yesterday, right? But either way, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in the world, guys. So be aware, be patient with today as far as trading, um, and make sure that if you have loved ones, just call them, check on them, and be grateful, right? So with that said, I'm gonna jump over to the charts. Not trying to be long today as far as trading, get in, get out type of thing. Right now, it's weird that only Apple is up, everything else is down. But they just released some new software updates, so
Yeah, look and see if there's any news.
8 minutes ago, Apple grabs China iPhone crown in May. Yeah, but I mean, it shouldn't be nothing. 37 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, iPhone top smart sales in China.
Yeah, but it was a massive iPhone discount. Who knows?
Yeah, so it's just weird. While everything is up, while everything is down, Apple is up. Now the thing is, if we break right here, then we're gonna see a run up on Apple. Now as far as the Iraq Iran war is like that by itself is gonna be having an impact on the market. A lot of times, what you will see too is when you see wars happening, the market will run. It's weird, but you will see a drop at first, but the market will run when there's wars. A lot of times too, what you could look at is, say for instance, a war stock will be like LMT. What stocks will benefit from wars? Now, is it a good thing you play the stock market? Okay. So in a sense, look at this. LMT is up because there's a war going on. So LMT, of course, is going to jump up, right? Market is open right now. Remember, like, be safe. Apple is pulling back in. GS alert. Cost is dropping.
Everything is going to get alerts because of the gaps.
Yeah. Crazy thing is, Apple came down right here and closed that gap because it gapped down. So no. So Apple pushing above here, Apple might push.
We're also looking at cost to the upside.
If cost breaks right here, then we're looking at cost to the upside. Everything is pulling back up. Like, look at Meta. Meta is pulling back in.
Touch view.
Yeah, close it. What is it right now?
What are you looking for?
The Apple.
Oh, I have to get that out. Computer is slow today. Here you go.
Yeah, just wait on it. Wait for the market, guys. Be patient.
Let things settle.
Be patient right now. I liked Tesla to the downside more. I like Tesla to the downside more. Apple is pushing back up. But let's see. Apple reversed.
I mean, VWAP is right up there.
Yeah, so we could go back up here, 202. But let things settle. see on a smaller time frame. Yeah, Apple is. Let's see what the first 15 minute on Apple does. Apple looked like it could go up to the 202 range right here, which it reversed on the day. That 202 range is also where VWAP is on the day. Right there on VWAP. Be patient. A lot of these could get you in traps today. Because remember, like Apple gapped down to like last night when I was looking at Apple was at 195. Okay. So just be patient. Don't think that the market will run back up. Be patient. Fine. That's at 50%. That's a 15. I actually like a meta short. When I'm looking at this, so look where meta is, a 15-minute to 200 MA right there. Let me just take a look at meta shorts. I actually like where meta is sitting. This is a good area for a short.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Yeah. 690.
Go like, what's a 695? A 685. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me see right here. Wait.
It breaks down. It's a reversal to the upside.
If it breaks that, yeah.
It's
Get
our
one.
call. You want to put
Yeah. I want to put
right now.
right now.
One.
Get one. Just test her.
All right.
All right, so I just jump into a tester, Meta 685 put. I just jump into a tester. Apple is dropping right now. The reason why I like Meta puts, guys, is because it's hitting on the 200 on a 15 minute. I want to see the rejection right here on the 15 minute to come back down. It's also right at the 50% retracement line. So I'm willing to take the risk right here for the drop and continue coming down. But again, I put a tester in. So it's a tester.
Where do you think it's going? Let me see. No.
On the higher time frame, Meta should. Now, Meta did test a VWAP right here. But look at this. We could come all the way back down.
Yeah, it don't have to be today. It's a week.
I'll say 60.
It's a week.
Yeah, that's a week. All right, so Apple is dropping, guys.
Which we talked about. We said
Yeah.
that run up is probably going to come back down once things settle.
All right, so if we look left on the day, where do we see support on the day? Next support level It's going to be right here. 82.
Trying to break through that view.
All right, so Apple is coming back down. Like I said, Apple low was 195, right? Remember, I had a target on Apple from yesterday. So the target on Apple from yesterday, the first target was right here, followed by my second target right here. So Apple is breaking down right now. I'm watching Meta, guys. I'm not out of Meta. Meta popped up a little bit, but it's okay. I'm looking for the rejection on Meta. If Meta pops over, that's why I put a tester in. So I said tester. We have gap close right here. So we have gap close right there. I could have waited for gap close, but it's okay. What's that thing on Meta? All right, so the only thing I'm in right now is I'm in Meta puts right now. Again, I got in Meta puts early. I got in Meta puts once it touched right here, right? Now I got in down somewhere down here, right? But I saw the test of the 200. So the gap close comes right up here, which I could have waited on the gap close to see if it would do the gap close, but I saw the rejection. So I was like, I'm gonna take the rejection and see if it stays there. This is the first 15 minute. So we're gonna watch this. If we close above right here, 15-minute comes in and break. What my stop loss is gonna be right here above the day, right? Above the day, and my stop loss is gonna be right there. But right now we went up and closed a gap. Again, I'm only in a tester, okay? I'm only in a tester right now. Right now, I feel like with this, if it breaks right here, then Meta can push back up, okay? If it breaks right here, then Meta can push back up to 700. But as far as right now, we went up to close that gap. So let's see what happens afterwards. Touching that. 5 can go up there. Man, I want to fucking short Meta more.
I mean, okay, it's up to you. Yeah, it's fine.
I want to short it more. But the 15-minute is not done.
You have 2 minutes.
I know.
So
the gap just closed. So my stop will be up here. If it breaks up here, then we have to get out. What's this? That's a $2 drop. Fuck. I wanted it to come in. This is what? A $2 risk right here on the rest of the contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the ideal thing to do is wait till the next 15 minutes start. Then once this new 5-minute comes in, 15 minutes is about to end right here, guys. So once this 15-minute ends, right, then the new 5-minute starts. And if the 5-minute breaks down here, then we reverse back to the downside. Right now we're above VWAP and we're closing above the 200. Again, I'm only in a tester, so my stop loss is here, but I really want to add to my position to come back down. Keeping my stop loss here, of course. So my stop loss will be here. So let's see right here, see what it does. I'm gonna add one more right here. All right, so I just added one more. And my stop is right here. Okay, my stop is the day high of yesterday. So if it breaks day high of yesterday, I'm out of Meta. Okay, so that's the risk that I'm taking. I already know where I'm getting out as far as that. Now it's coming down. If you notice, it's coming down on the 15, testing the 200 right here at VWAP. But I'm looking for the rejection to come down. Right now, my average cost is 133 on both contracts.
On a 685 put.
On the 685 puts. So if we break above here, I'm out. Now, if we break above here, I'm out. Even though that 200 is right there, if we break above this level, I'm out, because at that point it break the day high, create a 3, so we could run up to what, 700. What Apple? Apple is coming back in.
That was a play.
Now, if this fall, guys, these contracts are probably going to be 500%. I'm not trying to.
And I ain't closing today. The closing ain't got nothing to do with
I'm
me
not.
today,
I'm
y'all.
not. I'm not messing. I'm
me
not
when
messing with y'all as much, but I'm telling you, like, these contracts, if we fall and we break the low, which we come back down, these contracts will be over 500%.
I'm not touching it. You closing this today. Because you don't like when I take percentages.
Look at see, Apple right now is approaching my first target from yesterday. Apple just broke to the downside. So you see all right, let's go back. Let's just pay attention to right here. So let's go to Apple, right?
So Apple is the one on our left side of our screen.
Apple is right here,
Make
okay?
it bigger so people can
So if Meta does the same thing like what Apple does, then I get out, right? Because Apple broke the day high and then came back down and broke the day low. So we're going to drop more on Apple. Apple had a low yesterday, last night of 195. So I'm looking for Apple to drop more, okay? At least down here to the 195 area where it was to close that gap. Now, with Meta, if Meta breaks, so same concept. That's why I said my stop loss is right here. Because if Meta breaks this high, then we're going to continue up. Okay? So that's why I said my stop is going to be there for Meta. What is it? Contracts done?
sitting.
So if you guys are just joining right now, I'm in Meta puts, 685 puts. My stop loss is day high, is previous day high. That's where my stop loss is, previous day high. My target on Meta, if we break down, is going to be the first level is going to be 682 if we break down. Now, right here would be the first sign of breaking down if we break. This is an inside bar right here on a 5-minute. The first sign of coming down is if we break this 5-minute low. That's the first sign of us coming back down, okay? On a smaller time frame. This will be the first sign of us coming back down. So I would like to see that. Now we are above VWAP and we are above the 50. So that's one of the things with this. But again, my stop loss is at day high. As long as my stop loss don't hit, I'm staying in the trade.
Boop, boop, boop. Say it loud and proud.
As long as my stop loss don't hit, I'm staying in the trade. Right now, we just shit that pop up real quick. We broke that low as far as the 5-minute low, but we bounced right off of VWAP. If we break that high, then we're gonna go back up to 700 for Meta. Let me see. Yesterday, can you guys hear me? Because yesterday,
Oh, let me go in.
yesterday people said that they couldn't hear me yesterday. So I want to make sure that people are hearing me today.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So BA broke weekly inside bar put. So BA is a put right now.
Is that mine
Let's see.
or is it old?
Yeah, BA gap down. Nah, that's old.
How is that now going off?
Holy shit.
I know, right? You mean to take profit.
Oh, BA gap down. BA gap down.
Sometimes our alerts be a little weird. That's more on the trading view side. I don't know why they be sending stuff late sometimes.
Probably had an open end thing on this.
Oh, something.
All right, guys. So, where's my phone? There you go. So right now, the only thing I'm in is meta puts. Only thing I'm in right now for trades for today is meta puts. I'm in 685 puts on meta. My stop loss on meta is day high, right? The contract should be up. So right now we're at break even on meta. I had averaged in on meta, right? I took a what do you call it? I took a tester on meta. It came up, closed the gap on the day, right? So let me show you what I saw and why I take the trade, okay? And this is journaling for me as well. Part of my journaling. But this is what happened. So we came up here. The first time where I took it was right around here because the simple fact that on the 15-minute, it had tested the 200 and rejected. So I'm like, all right. And it's the 50-minute, the 50 retracement candle, 50% retracement right here. So I took a tester knowing that it still could have went up, right, to close the gap. Okay. So it came up, closed the gap right here, and then I took it up here. So I added to my contract right here. Okay. The reason why I do that is because now I'm keeping here as my stop loss. So once I have here as my stop loss, I know that, all right, whatever happens, I'm getting out right here because if it breaks right here, we're going to push up to 700 and more. If we reject right here and come down, then we're going to fall and we're going to continue to fall. And my target at that point is going to be 685, 682. That's going to be my target. Okay. Right now, um,
Tried like 5 times.
okay, so let's see. Right now we have on the 15-minute, we have what's called a 3-1 setup. I would like to see this candle close under the 200, under VWAP. Next candle come in, next 15-minute come in, come up, test VWAP right at the 200 as well, reject that and fall. Once we break this 15-minute candle to the low side, we will fall. I'm saying that confidently, but we should.
What are these?
Yeah, they look nice.
I don't know. I just thought I could. This thing, see? It won't work.
What's
This won't work.
it's okay.
Okay, sorry.
Now, once 10 o'clock come in, guys, we should see some type of volatility. It's at 10 o'clock. That's why a lot of times I say sometimes it's good to wait till 10 o'clock because you'll see the setup. Like Meta right now, if I had waited till 10 o'clock, you have the perfect setup, right? You have the 3-1 setup right now that's happening. We have 2 minutes left in this. So the 3-1 setup will be, all right, if we break this high, then we know we would be in calls. If we break this low, then we know we will be in puts. Okay? That's what that would be. So let's see. Pay attention to Apple. Because if it breaks above here, and just close. What line? It's right there. The candle will turn green. Let me. Here you go. All right, so we got a minute in this candle. Again, my stop loss is up here. Apple is approaching my first target, which is right here. $43 seconds left in this candle. Meta is using the 200 as a support right now. I want it to go under. I want it to close under. 25 seconds. I want it to close under. Apple approaching target. We might see a big spike in something right here, guys. Pay attention to right here. 10 o'clock coming in. We might see something. We gapped up on Meta. Look at that. Wait for it. Wait for the rejection. We're still inside on here. Apple is rejecting. Remember, if we break right here, guys, we're going to fall on Meta.
Apple.
Apple,
your target right there.
Apple, my first target is right here. If we break right here, then we're going to fall as well. Then the next target is going to be right down here.
Want me to hold those?
What?
I'm putting in my thing for that. Apple. Just got to get it to fall. Just playing around.
Need to see a big rejection. Like it came up. You see that push, the initial push right there. But sometimes it's to take your stop loss out. Sometimes it's to take people's stop out. But it's okay. Regardless, my stop loss is up here. My stop for Meta is up here. Okay? If it break my stop, then I'm getting out. Like I mentioned before, if it break day high, I'm getting out. Right now, watch Apple to the downside. If we break right here, we should fall more on Apple as well. Either way, guys, like, so yeah, it's moving slow.
Yeah.
It's moving slow.
A slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yeah. I just know that if Meta breaks here, I'm getting out. But if Meta breaks down here, these contracts should be minimum 100% once they drop. We should see a nice profit in them if we drop. We're gonna see something hard happen in a little bit right here, because the price is playing around too much. So we're gonna have some type of breakout or something, like a hard break and then push. We're gonna have to have something.
He's definitely fighting on Apple to bring that shit down. It's right there.
All right, so Apple is dropping right now. Apple just broke that 15. So we're gonna touch my first target. My first target is gonna get hit. I need Meta to do the same thing. So the first target is getting hit right now. Didn't hit it yet, but it's about to. Why is that my target? You might ask. Sure, let me show you why it's my target. Because if you look left, right, actually, shit, this was off. It actually hit my target already. Sorry. It actually hit my target already. If you look left, it's right here. So that's that first target, which is also, if you look at the weekly, that's the first target. It hit the target on the weekly. Okay. Then you want to see the next target. The next target will be down here, which is a gap. So if you guys are just joining me right now, I'm in Meta 685 puts. Apple is falling. Apple already hit my first target. My second target for Apple is 195.22. That's my second target for the gap fill. Last night when the war was announced, or you have that war news come in, Apple dropped down to that price. So it was kind of weird to see Apple open up in green this morning when everything else was red. So we're coming back down to test that low. With Meta, I'm in puts, and then with Meta puts, my stop loss is day high. Okay, it's previous day high. It's my stop loss. Now these contracts, they should hit minimum 100% on Meta. My contract should hit. If it breaks right here, if it breaks this line, Meta should hit minimum 100% on my contracts. Minimum. If it breaks that line right there, Meta will hit not should, it will hit 100%.
This is not financial advice.
It's not financial advice. Yes. It's not financial advice.
Oh, somebody had asked what were you currently in, sir? I just got in. So
thing.
Meta puts.
I'm in Meta puts. I'm in Meta 685 puts. My stop loss on Meta is gonna be previous day high. So my stop loss on Meta is gonna be 695.28 up there. That's gonna be my stop loss. On Apple, Apple already hit the first target, which is that weekly target. It's hitting on that weekly target. If you look on the week, sorry, wrong chart. If you look on the week on Apple, it's hitting that weekly target. It broke here, come down, hit target right here. That's why my first line is there. The second target will be down here, right at gap fill. Now, if everything starts to break down, yes, we should drop down more. Apple is coming in right now, so Apple is about to test that low and push again. Here we go on Apple. Come on, Meta, do the same shit, man. All right, so Apple is pushing back down. $43 seconds left in the 5-minute candle, so pay attention to that. We're breaking down though on Apple.
You see the higher time frames?
Yeah.
You see that?
That was a put from right here. Here we go, breaking down more. Breaking down more right here on Apple. Here's Meta coming down. Yeah.
Come on, slowly.
If Meta just broke, guys, so we're gonna come down. Meta just broke, so we're coming down on Meta. Here we go on Meta. We're gonna fall right here on Meta. The first target, okay, because of this, the first target is gonna be here.
Yeah, we're green on Meta, so we're 10% right now.
The first target on Meta is going to be right here, but again, I expect Meta to break down more and come down to right here. Now, Apple target is right down here. So let's see. We have 4 minutes left in this candle. And trust me, Meta can fall hard in this 3 minutes right here. Apple is falling.
You guys should be up at least if you got in the trade with us and played exactly how we played. You should be up minimum 20%.
Yeah, so anybody that took the trade with me should be up 20%. If you came in later than me, you should be up a lot more. All right, so here we go. We're falling right here on Meta. Here we go. Good. Let me see. Let me see how much we're up right now.
36%.
Up 36% on these contracts.
Y'all know he told me What'd you tell me? Don't
Yo,
touch
yo,
it. Don't
you see, you
nothing.
come with this. You see, you come with this,
That's why I
man.
want to step.
Yo, you see, you come with this. Yo, you gonna make me feel like I want to cut right now. Because the simple fact, like every
No.
Friday, you know what? How much we up on a contract? Because I didn't want to. All right, we're up 32%. Up 32%. Make sure you're taking profit. Okay, make sure you're taking profit. Yo, you jinx, you
No.
be
No.
jinxing. Yo,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
all right, 43 seconds left in this candle, guys. My wife wanted me to see that.
You know what?
She
Let me turn
wanted me
around.
to see that. She wanted me to see that,
No.
guys. She wanted me to see that.
Nothing.
She wanted me to see
It's a
that.
beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful day. Isn't it gorgeous outside?
Oh shit. What happened? All right, here we go. All right. New 15-minute candle coming. New 15-minute in. Let's see right here. All right, come on, Meta. Keep falling. Keep falling, Meta. There's nobody in here that shouldn't be in profit. Nobody, right? There's nobody in here that shouldn't be in profit right now. We break this 15, we're going to continue to fall more. I'm expecting Meta to fall more. This line that I have is for the target as far as once it broke here. The target, I always put the body first, but we should continue down. Should break day low and continue down. All right, so that means goal is pushing. Is goal pushing? Goal is pushing because it just buy and sell within a minute. Oh, sorry, I just gave him my thing. Oh. All right, here we go, guys. Come on, Meta. Come on, Meta. All right, up 23% on this. See, before when we was right here, this is why I talk about
Today's Friday, so contracts are definitely going to get
Yeah, so
eaten up.
this is where we talk about options trade all the time, where when you're here in the beginning we was up over 30%. Now we're back down to this level and we're not at the same profit. Okay? Not at the same profit. Right now we're at 28%. Once we break here though, the profit is, if we break right here and start drop, the profit is going to increase and go fast. Okay? Should see a fast thing right there. But right now it's like, yo, Meta, stop it. What? What? So for those of you who are just joining right now, I'm in Meta 685 puts. Everybody that got in with me should be up minimum 20% or close to 30%. If you got in after me, you should have been up like at least 50% because we was down and then we averaged in. Okay, so pay attention to this right here. My first target on Meta, if we break down, of course, is going to be 682. Is going to be the first target, 682. All right, we're up 27% right now on Meta.
Just go on break. Do you continue?
Meta playing the fool right now, yo.
It's right there. It's like just
Meta playing the fool right now, yo.
Like it did, but it's not.
It broke. It broke. It broke.
Yeah,
There we go. There we go, Meta. Shit. All right, up 50% on these contracts right now. My wife is gonna tell me to close one, so I'm gonna.
Listen, I always say trim a little bit, y'all. You know, secure a little something. Eat good today. It's Friday. Go out.
All right, come on, drop. Up over 50% on these. All right, I just trim one. I'm not trying to do crazy things today.
And Fridays, you know, it's a light day, guys. You know, just we just doing a little light in and out because you don't want to give back your profit. You don't want nothing to go wrong where you work so hard for the week, right? So play it smart.
Yeah, every Friday tend to be some crazy shit happens. So with that, I'd rather not give anything back to the market. So with this right now, we should continue to break down. Our target is right here. Now I'm gonna say this: if we break this day low, our target is gonna be right here. Right now we're testing day low. Okay, we're testing day low. Y'all better make sure y'all take some type of profit.
I want y'all to go enjoy the weekend.
Y'all better make sure y'all should be up minimum 50%. With this right here, like I said, I'm looking for Meta to drop more. And if Meta continue to drop like the market is dropping. Okay, I don't know why the market, like, it did what it did, especially with Apple, right? But it did it anyway. Regardless, it did it. So rest of the contracts I have right now, I'm up 100% on Meta.
Well, he told y'all it was gonna hit 100%, didn't you?
I'm up 100% on Meta right now. I already told you guys we're gonna hit 100%. Not financial advice. I already have to tell y'all that, but I told you guys earlier that we were gonna hit 100%.
Where's your phone? Can you log in? That's why I need face recognition. Tripping. I cracked myself up. Yeah. Screenshot. Hopefully it's there. Data. Take it. More bigger than
Make sure you're taking profit, guys. Make sure you're taking profit. We have 5 minutes left on this candle. 5 minutes 40 seconds. I'm looking for Meta to drop. Okay, we're testing day low. We're testing day low right now. If we break this right here, I mean Meta going tank. I just Meta going tank. Like we're gonna Meta is gonna tank if we break this day low, which I'm looking forward to it breaking. I'm hoping at this point it break day low within this 15-minute candle. If it does not break day low within this 15-minute candle, make sure you're taking profit. Okay, I'm saying make sure you're taking profit right now because the contract did do 100%. All right, here we go.
Looking for Apple playing the fool, just sitting there.
Yeah, Apple playing the fool, but Apple is gonna continue down.
Yeah, I mean we had a line there, so they see it. But I'm just saying, right now we just focus on Meta.
Apple just smelling the line and just say, all right, come down, come down, come down, come down.
But Meta's the baby today.
This is gonna be tricky, guys. So make sure you have trailing stop. Make sure you have whatever you have to don't give back too much profits. Let me see right here what's going on in the 5 minute. Yeah, if we break above this 5 minute, we could push back up. See, Meta is playing a fool right now, right? I'm gonna tell you guys, we can pop up. Immediately, I look at this 5 minute, I know we can pop up, okay?
If it breaks that 5.
Reason why I know we can pop up and then reject back down, we have a gap right here. There's a little mini gap that we have to come back and close.
But imagine what your profits
right?
are going to be when you get back.
We're going to have to come back and close that. And it's going to pop up right now and do it. It's going to have to do it. For it to continue down, there has to be no gaps on the day. For it to continue down. Now, if we continue down and drop right now, just know that Meta will come back up here at some point during the day. Or in the future. But I'll say most likely in the day. Anytime we have a gap that happens during the day, during the trading hours, we normally see that gap fill during trading hours. If we, however, have a gap that happens like after hours, like during the day, those gaps don't have to fill right away. But most of the times when you see a gap during trading hours, those gaps will get filled. So pay attention to this. The new 15-minute might come in and we might end like this. And then the next 15-minute will come in and come up here, test that, and then reject and come back down. If the new 15-minute come in and break right here, then we already know that you need to get out of whatever other contracts you have. But like I said, pay attention to this right here. Make sure you're taking profits. This 15-minute might come in. I want to just see a hard fall, man. Man, come on. Do like a $5 drop. Oh, man. What time is it? All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Up 92% again on these contracts. $113%. Buddy. This boy gonna push back up, you know.
I mean, that's a strong area.
Yeah, but make sure you're taking profits right here, guys. Make sure you're taking profits. If you want to leave runners, you could leave runners. The thing is, we might break back. We might come back up here because remember about the gap. We're testing day low, so we might pop back up. Okay, but also we could break down and break through here. If we break through here, then we're gonna fall even more. But remember that gap that I'm talking about up here. Now, this should be the last 15 minutes of this. Ooh, look at that 1 hour candle. Yeah, so the 1 hour candle, guys, we can push back up. Because look at the 1 hour candle, how it ends. We can pop up, touch VWAP, and then afterwards drop back down. Okay? So you have to pay attention to that. We might fall, but I'm just saying, make sure you're taking profit. All right? If we fall right here, it's going to be crazy. So get ready. Get ready. We don't have a top on this 15-minute. So we can pop back up. We don't have a top on this 15-minute. There we go. We don't have a top. So we'll pop back up. I just want to see a wick created. That's the sucky part. I would rather have the wick created and then come back down versus come right here and then it create a wick and you're thinking it's gonna come back down and it go all the way back up here. So I just rather seeing it fall right now, or in a sense, take your profit. Okay, take your profit. If we fall hard, there we go. We just broke. We just broke. There you go. It's going to pull back in. I would rather have the top though. You get what I'm saying? I would rather have the top because I know we probably come back up here. So that's why I'm saying take profit. I would rather have the top. We already broke day low. So on the 1 hour, we broke day low, right? So we should fall, okay? But we're going to come back up. No, we didn't.
We didn't. It looked like it, but we didn't.
Shit, we didn't.
Because it's extended, so it definitely can come back up. But like you said, you wanted your top on it, so
I would prefer to have the top on this right here. But remember, there's a gap up here, guys. There's a gap up there. So make sure you guys are taking profit.
Definitely ain't going back up there. I'll be out before I go back up there.
To be honest, it's like,
because I got things to do today.
Just create a wick and come back down. Come back down now. No, See, that's that BS. Hold on. That's that BS.
I want to look at the smaller time frames.
That's a 5 minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? You see how we pop up and we're coming back up?
That's a one. Sorry. I'm just
Come
looking at
on, babe. You're messing with me right now, man.
Okay.
See how we pop up? We're popping up to do right here. That gap have to be closed. That's the reason why I say take profit down here.
Discord family, if y'all made your money, don't forget to go into the wins and lessons and drop that.
So gap just closed. You see that? Gap just closed at the line. I left the line there for a reason. Gap just closed. So now gap closed, and you have on the 1 hour, we just went up and test, well, not test VWAP, went close to VWAP, right? So that's why I said make sure you're taking profit right here. So right now, with the gap being closed, technically, where you normally see rejections a lot is right by the body, right? By the body right here. If you look at the body compared to the 1 hour, our VWAP is right there. I could already tell certain things. VWAP is right there, okay? So we can go up and test there. As long as we don't break that 15-minute candle, we're still bearish. So what this just did is give it a reason to now fall for the rest of the day, okay? This just gave it a reason to fall rest of the day because now there's no more gaps nowhere to be filled, okay? So we could continue down for the rest of the day. Now, we already fall. So let's see what's going to happen right here. So there it go. That's why I said make sure you guys are taking profits. Could I take a trade on that? 86 to 89, $3. Could I take a trade on that? All right, so now if you look, remember I had that line earlier, right? Right at the body, right? So now that 1 hour, we're testing VWAP right at that 1 hour. So there you go. So now if we break above this 15, then we're going to push back up. All right, so now we're going to push back up. Okay, so watch Meta to go back up.
I don't think you need to. I think everybody need to go enjoy their day. They made their money. everybody's good. Right, y'all?
That's it, guys. That's it. Did 100, little over 100% as far as on that trade. Right here, like I said, the top wasn't on there. So once we come up, I already know that we was gonna break up, come back up right here. Plus, we needed to fill that gap right there in that space. If you don't, if you look at the 5 minute, it had that little gap right in here. Okay, so that's why I said we're gonna fill that gap. Now we went up to test the VWAP on a 5 minute. We can reject from right here and come back down, right? Which is the VWAP again on the 1 hour as well, and the VWAP on the 15 minute. So we're testing VWAP on both time frames, on all time frames, and it's right at the 50. So we could look for a rejection right there, or we could push back up, either way. All right, guys. So that's it for me today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful Friday. Did one play today that was over 100%. We trimmed. Like I said, I went light today because of the simple fact that I don't want to give back any profits for this week. So with that said, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your week. If you're about to trade, trade and be safe about it. Be smart about it, because right now with everything how it's looking, we can consolidate and then continue to drop more, or we could go all the way back up. Okay, we have a reversal right here on Apple to go back up, so you could watch that as well. But I'm not making any more trades for today. All right, so with that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys back on Monday.